Hello everybody, in this video I want to show you an improvement for my Untouchable build. Improvement, well, it's another version that you can use. Now I got this 170, the reason I keep it not because of the artifact damage and because it has IHP. But if you look down, you can have that I have Tumble Bee. Now this is the new thing, it's amazing. So basically my build, you can find a link to the description of this video so you can read more about it. But basically I need to keep a distance and I'm using Shockwave to hit enemies from far. So basically if I roll, I spawn a bee. Now this is a game changer for my build. Because for example, imagine an enemy that comes to hit you, a big one, right? If you spawn a bee, it's going to attack the bee. And then once in attack, we can actually attack it back without actually getting hit. This is amazing. You know, sometimes you run from an enemy, you don't need to run. You just do a roll, you spawn a bee, it attack the bee, and then you attack it back. So this is really useful. Sometimes you have, for example, electrified, right? And the electrified are, you don't want them to get close. But sometimes they do get close, as they move forward. Just slightly a bit if they get hit by the shockwave. So what you do, you can actually just roll back, you spawn the bee, and they're going to get busy with the bee, and you continue hitting them. So they're going to stay back for a few seconds. So this makes it super useful and very easy. I tried in different rounds, it was even easier for me to do what I want. And I'm going to show you an example. Now this is a gameplay that I recorded earlier today, so you can actually see, just for testing out the build to see if it's any good. Again, I'm trying to experiment with different things. So the build seems like a good idea. Now basically you can see that the way actually dealing with enemies, keeping my distance even behind cover, and just using shockwave to hit them. If they get close, they get hit by the swirling. And also if they get closer, and of course they're gonna get the melee damage. Now this is kind of the simple thing. Of course single enemies, you can just attack them back. Again, first of all, just you can see how I'm actually using the build. Again, you're gonna see they're gonna be electrified, so I need to get back because if not they're gonna get hit. So what I do, see, I just roll back, keep my distance, and sometimes it's sufficient, I don't actually need to do anything. Now there's a bee there, you see, the bee spawned, so they actually attack the bee, and this actually buys me time. Because if they attack the bee, they're gonna stay further away from me for extra few seconds, and for me this is extra few seconds, it's all about dealing damage. You can see, keeping my distance, behind the wall, attacking. There's electrified there, I got hit, and what I do here, I continue hitting them. They're gonna get closer, as you can see, very slowly, but they have a distance, they can actually deal lots of damage with the electrified. So just spawn a bee. You see, so they get attention of the bee. So, and I can continue keep my distance and hitting them. And this is really the key to actually continue keeping enemies away from you for a longer period of time until you actually eliminate them. Now, electrified is the main issue that I had with this build, and this actually solved this. Because I'm able to make enemies, keep enemies away from me. Especially even those that have the trailing on the ground, they can do lots of damage. So if I can keep enemies away from me, this is great. But this one, I can actually let them even come close to me. But the fire, by the way, not the fire trail, the burning is really bad. If they come together, they can kill me. So what I do again, I spawn a bee. They're gonna kind of mess around with the bee. They give me more time. I continue using this. Again, spawn a bee. Instead of them actually coming to me, they just, attacking the bee. So again, just stop in place and I can hit them more. This works wonderfully for this build, just wonderful. I was quite surprised how good it is actually. It just makes it so easy right now. And there's another benefit from this you need to understand. Another thing that can actually be very dangerous is those enemies that explode. Now with this one, with the bee, you don't need to worry about this because the bee is going to go to where the enemies are, to the exploders, and just going to explode in place while you actually being far from that location. So this actually solved these two issues that I had with my build. Now it's actually not a big issue at all. So again, electrified, big enemies and exploding enemies, no longer a problem. These three will actually always cause me to kind of change the way I actually play when I encounter them. But right now, this is solved only by having this enchantment in place. So useful. And the good thing is that I don't need shielding anymore, right? Because shielding was actually an enchantment that I used to keep enemies away from me, even if they get close or slower. But right now, they just keep them away from me, so I don't actually need this. And this is more useful to solve other issues that I have, as I said, with exploders, electricity, electrified, and probably other things that it can solve. So this is really, really useful. Now, I already stated it in several levels, and again, it makes it much easier. So if you're following my Untouchable build and you want to improve it, I highly recommend using this enchantment, because it's really going to make a big difference. So if I thought that this build makes everything easy, now it's even easier. Now it's a really kind of close to be a walk in the park. But the situation will actually kill me, and you know this, by the way. If you've seen my videos, you know that I die from the electrified, from those who explode on me. Most of the deaths my deaths actually caused because of these issues. I just didn't have a solution for this, and my cooldowns weren't fast enough in order to deal with this type of thing. But right now, it's not a problem anymore. So I'm sure we can actually do runs without actually dying once. Of course, we're gonna test it out, but based on my initial test, this is going to be much easier than my previous build. So again, one improvement that I recommend implementing, if you have it, of course. If not, try to get it, farm for it. As you see here, I'm using an armor that is more soul oriented. I just use it because it has IHP, which is basically all that I need, right? Of course, if you have other things, this is good, deflect and everything. But if you follow my videos, you can see that even you don't need deflect, because once you use the swilling, you don't get hit by archers. This is just crazy. So again, overall, you need IHP, and try the bees and see how it works for you. Yeah, so this is this for this video. I'm going to keep it short. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next video. Of course, I'm going to share more runs of me trying out with this specific build, and I'll tell you how it goes. Right now, it seems perfect. So again, thanks for watching everyone. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Cheers.